We're being joined by News Central's correspondent right there in Casablanca, Morocco, Onyechi Obaro. She's been following this tournament after every single kick. Onyechi, first I must say congratulations to you and to the Super Falcons for qualifying for the quarterfinal stage, basically keeping in line that tradition of always getting to the latter stages of the latter stages of the tournament. But a goalless draw against an Algerian team that Nigeria had beaten twice in the last friendly matches. Should we draw any inference from that game, or it was just basically seeing out the group, as it were?
I think it was just this group, the team seeing out the group. Because in that encounter, as Coach Madugu did say, he said that only 4 elite players were in the crop of players that executed that 2 international friendlies against Algeria. And Algeria themselves, they did not come with the players who executed that also international against Nigeria. So on both sides, these are new crop of players just trying to go head-to-head in this final Group B encounter. The Nigerian girls, they tried all they could in the books. They tried to penetrate the defense of the Algerians, but could not. The Algerians, I think, they came prepared for this game against the 9-time African champions, because they're one of the teams also that have not conceded in this encounter, just like the Super Falcons, who have not conceded any goal in the 3 games played in the group stage of this Women's African Cup of Nations. So good for Algeria, having to pack the bus for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. But the encounter was not something the Super Falcons were proud of, because goal scoring has been mentioned as one of the issues to Coach Justin Madugu, and he did make the changes needed, thinking if he had brought the super sub to start doing his role, that he might have a little bit of change in the encounter. But all that did not work in his favor. But I'll be hoping that when they go up against Zambia, they can get back to the scoring mode.
Well, the Zambians are currently laughing as well. Barbara Banda and Rachel Kunadaja probably say, but it's promised to be a great one this weekend, this Friday as well. Uchi, you have a question for Onye?
Yeah, Onye, I hope you're good. My question is about the goal scoring abilities. The match in question, the last game against Algeria, the Super Falcons had clear chances, almost 29, 28 chances. They didn't score any. Against Botswana, you know, the argument is that the Botswanans packed the bus and all that. Should we be worried that the technical crew may not have enough information about their opponents? Because if you are going to play a team and you are not able to unlock, knowing fully well that we are a very, very attacking side, you know, should we be worried?
I think we should be worried, because every single team that has come to this competition has stepped up play. Nobody would have expected that Botswana will be able to pack the bus against the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Neither do we expect that Algeria will also do the same, judging by the performance from the 2 international friendlies that they played with the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Yes, you would say that the most players that executed that international friendlies were players from the Nigerian Women's Football League that are not in this competition at the moment. But it still boils down and goes back to the conversation around the time given to these players to bond, to connect, to be able to understand each other. We are seeing something that Coach Justin Madugu is doing. He's trying to bond a trio in each encounter for the first half and the second half. We've seen him start Rinsola Babajide, also start the likes of Tony Payne and Asad Oshwala. And also when he does the substitution, he brings in Esther Okonkwo, he brings in Christy Ucheibe, and also Chiwendu Inhezo. All these, we're seeing him match up trios to be able to see if he can deal with that goal scoring issue. But every single team that is in this competition, they have stepped up play. They are not defensively naive like they were in the last competition or even in previous competition. They have stepped up play and they are ready to come up against Nigeria. Every single team in this competition wants to beat Nigeria, because They are the most celebrated. They're the ones who've got more Women's African Cup of Nations titles. They've got experienced players also who have won titles, WAFCON titles in their crop. So every single team have stepped up play, and if Nigeria will not step up theirs, they will be left behind. So there's something to be worried about, Onyeuchi.
I totally agree with you, Onyechi. If the opposition has stepped up their defensive play, it is left for Nigeria to step up their attacking play in order to breach those defenses. Onyechi Obaro, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the show. We'll be reaching out to you tomorrow to get more updates from the Super Falcons game camp as they look ahead to that game against Zambia.